Hey, what's going on? Dr. Jason here, naturopath. I want to talk to you again about our naturopathic foundations, going through the 9 here, rounding out down toward the last few here. So stay tuned, stay with me, and check out the other ones if you haven't already. Emotional stability. Emotional stability. I like to call it emotional intelligence. We've got to build a skill set to deal with our emotions. What does that really mean? This is, again, a monstrous topic. I help a lot of clients tremendously with this. And again, I want to make sure I'm clear. I highly regard mental health and mental health therapy and psychotherapy. I think it has a huge place in healthcare. Having said that, just in my clinical experience, I would say at least half of the clients that work with me have not had a positive outcome from therapy. They just haven't. And in my opinion, as I interview them, because I don't make assumptions, I like to ask, hey, why do you think that is? How did your treatment plan go? Let's talk about that. I find that in general, again, being general right now, these practices don't give the patients or clients a lot of homework and a lot of self-care, a lot of drills and things that help them change their mindset and work on emotional stability when they're not in the session. That's what I found. They feel like they can accomplish everything they need in that hour, a couple times a month. I don't believe that. I just don't believe that. We have too much loading. We have too much subconscious programming, guys, that we are going to be stuck in certain modes in our mind. And 1 hour a couple times a month is just not going to break you free from that. It's just not. It's just not. I have not seen that been successful. What I have seen work really well, whether someone's in therapy or not, is a daily ritual where you are programming your mind, your subconscious, I should say reprogramming it to act more appropriately. And that's a skill set you have to build. Okay, it is called emotional intelligence. It's just like having maturity. That's a type of intelligence, right? That we act a certain way as adults and treat people a certain way. We're not gonna, do certain silly things in a board meeting, right? I mean, it's cool. Maybe that's cool if you're the silly one in a board meeting, but most of the time that's probably not a good idea, right? Could cost you your job. So my point is, we have that kind of maturity, right? We have maturity with, going to work, paying our bills, right? Financial maturity, and intelligence. We have to have emotional intelligence. What does that mean? What does that mean? If something in your environment, first of all, you got to get away from cancerous, toxic people. Get away from them the best you can. If not today, make a plan. Okay, work with somebody, make a plan. But short of that, what does this look like? That means if you're triggered by your environment, if somebody says something to you and you just, bam, you get mad right away, or you stew over it and it just loops in your head, that's a sign of poor emotional intelligence. And again, I have empathy for you. I'm not yelling at you at all. I'm just calling out something that is extremely important and a very, very foundational thing in health and in life. And if you want to get better health outcomes from anything you're dealing with, especially though migraines and all the cognitive issues with how your head is being tossed around all the time with anxiety, depression, gut problems, autoimmune, you name it, okay? But those are some of the highlights. We've got to work on emotional stability, okay? One of my favorite tools of all time is Don Miguel Ruiz. He wrote the 4 Agreements. I have not found a better piece of literature that can do more, okay? You know what I mean? It's like, that's the single #1 weapon I've found in all my years of practice that can do so much for so many people. It is unbelievable. And it's a quick read. It's really not that complicated. I recommend buying that book and then getting a little poster with the 4 Agreements on them. I have practiced those every single day for at least 3 years now. And I'm not joking. Changed my life. It's unreal what those can do. And they're so simple, but yet so profound. He has such a great way to explain these different perspectives that we hold in life and these different programmings and different agreements. We've made different agreements as we were going through adolescence and adulthood and etc. And he has a way of helping us reprogram that and coming at it from a different perspective. So let's work on that emotional intelligence, and it's going to help you balance your life. You're going to feel a lot better, and you're going to stop a lot of negativity. Negativity in your body ends up being negative ions. Okay, it acidifies our pH in our body. It really sets the stage for illness. Okay, let's work on that emotional intelligence. Check out 4 Agreements and let me know how it goes. All right, stay tuned for more naturopathic foundations. Have a great day.